Greetings, gentlemen and ladies. I am the old school game snob, and I am here in Star Citizen today. I'm on my way to Aberdeen to try my hand a little bit of rock mining. ROC mining is the process, for those of you who don't play Star Citizen, of jumping into this little mining vehicle on the ground and just scooting around and finding good boulders to mine. It's fun. It's relaxing. It's Come on, button. There are a number of challenges in this game. One of them is, well, right now, seems to be getting into my ship. Oh shoot, it's suddenly working. Well, that makes absolutely no sense. Okay, I'm back, and we're into it. I thought it would be, I don't know if it would be fun or interesting or anything, really, but I thought it would be, at the very least, a video to head out to Aberdeen here in Star Citizen and do a little rock mining. Now, I actually think what's going on here is we're getting some extreme server lag. I think at this point it's probably a good idea to jump off of this server and find another one. Okay, we're back. If you play Star Citizen, you will know this loop very well. We leave our apartment bed and we run down to the vehicle retrieval terminal. That's what we do a lot of. That's the Star Citizen Alpha experience. That is probably a good 25% of the game. Respawning in your bed and heading on out to the ship terminal. Step one, to go and get some new armor at the refinery bay. So as I mentioned, getting out of your bed and heading into the elevator is 25% of the Star Citizen experience in the current alpha. Riding in the elevator, that is an additional 20% of the Star Citizen experience. Okay, so we're headed down to the refinery and we're gonna get some armor. The elevator rides, by the way, are not like fast travel, because I've been in the elevator for about a minute now, and it actually physically travels through the 3D modeled station at a speed. Everything in Star Citizen, and this is what keeps me coming back to this game, even though it crashes so much and there's so many problems. Everything in this game is realized. Like, it all makes sense. It's all kind of physically laid out and mapped out and kind of realized. It's buggy as heck, but it is a really unique experience, and I hope to convey at least some of that as I go through this little adventure with you guys. So here we are in the refinery bay, and somewhere around here is where we can pick up some heat-resistant armor. That's what we're going to do. Actually, here we are. Here we're going to pick up some heat-resistant armor. So recently, Star Citizen received some personal inventory, so you can actually equip your character, and you, of course, need like a flight suit and a helmet to go out into space or to get out of your ship. Oftentimes, there's not going to be an atmosphere, and if you don't have protective suiting on, you will die. Also, additionally, different planets have different climates and environments. Some are cold, some are hot. We are going to a very hot planet today. And in order to do that, we need a environmental suit that protects against heat. Okay, that terminal seems to be busted. Again, welcome to the Star Citizen experience. Here we go, this one's working. One of the things we need to do is grab some special protective armor. Here it is, the Pembroke armor. This big old bulky armor protects us from extreme heat, up to 225 degrees Celsius. We're also going to grab a helmet, the Pembroke matching helmet, just because it goes along with the armor. It's what you need. We'll also grab a backpack, since this is now a part of the new gameplay. Since inventory is a thing in personal inventory, you can actually carry more in a big backpack. So yeah, and crazy bulky this armor is. This extreme heat protection. Fit different size of backpacks. This one fits a massive backpack. So now I look like the Moon Man here, ready to go to Mars, or the Mars Man. Let's get out of here. Let's hop on our ship and get out of here. It is really the sort of game that is all about immersion. If you've ever wanted to feel like a captain of a spaceship, and be able to actually move around your spaceship, you wanted to wait in elevators for many minutes at a time, because hey, that's immersion. That's part of the simulation. Star Citizen, guys, Star Citizen. Okay, there she is, the RSI, Robert Space Industry Constellation Taurus. This one is sort of a jack of all trades. It's got a large cargo hold. It's got a vehicle bay. It's got a very, very respectable shield and weapon armament. You can do a lot of things in this ship. for us, this little quick elevator actually takes me straight up to the cockpit, which is a really nice feature about this ship. And that's actually one of the interesting things about this game, is that different ships can be good just because their layout and configuration is really convenient. If you ever wanted to choose a vehicle because the entry to your cockpit was a little closer and the getting in and getting out was easier, like that's an interesting consideration when it comes to gameplay that is a unique thing, I think, fairly unique to Star Citizen. And the realization of flight physics and flight mechanics. Here we are in 0G, and this is, you know, this is what it would be as far as I can say. I'm not an astronaut or anything, but you know, zero gravity is zero gravity. You've got the ability to turn off your coupling mode, kind of like your drone hover mode, and you just basically drift through space indefinitely, right? So here's me just drifting. My speed doesn't decay, nothing happens. I can still steer, but I'm just drifting. If I turn on my coupled mode, then what's going to happen is I'm going to actually switch back into sort of a like if you've ever flown a drone, you've got the hover mode, right? So coupled mode sort of hovers you. If you stop applying thrust, you'll just sit still, you know, and it'll kind of, if you're on a planet, you won't immediately sink to the planet if you're in coupled mode. And we're going to head on over to Aberdeen and plot a quantum jump route. Another probably 10% of gameplay in Star Citizen is spooling up your hyperdrive and then traveling through hyperspace. It is actually fairly close, only 1 million kilometers away. So that is relatively close. The entire solar system, by contrast, is probably 100 million kilometers wide. From like here to here is about probably like 70 million kilometers. So 1 million kilometers is relatively close. As you can see, this jump took almost no time. But if you're traveling from one side of the solar system to the other, depending on the speed of your quantum drive, that could take 10, 15, you know, almost 20 minutes. We're not even on the right planet. Okay, wrong planet. We got to head on over to the moon. Okay, here we go. Here we are at the moon of Aberdeen, which actually looks a lot like the planet of Hurston. It is a hot planet, like I say. So we're going to head down and grab a vehicle from the vehicle terminal here, just punching in the quantum drive to get to the planetary location a little faster. So that saves a lot of time. Here we are actually getting into the planet's atmosphere, and as you can see, there's some mountains down below, but the atmosphere is actually just this super thick, I suppose, heat or smog or something. It is rather tricky. Actually, you got to be really careful about your approach here, just because you don't have a lot of visibility. And whoop, there we go. Suddenly, out of nowhere, there's the landing spot. There's the little mining station right here. You can see how small that seemed, right? Because we're actually in a fairly large ship, and you don't really realize the scale of things when you're in a ship sometimes, right? I'll show you guys what I mean there. Once we jump out of this ship, you'll kind of get a sense for scale. Here we go. There it is. Here we can grab our little Grey Cat rock miner. Right. So we're just going to land nice and safe. Everything's fine. Switch to exterior mode. Check out the oh, you know what? I forgot to put down the landing gear. That would probably help. The nice thing about this game is if you land softly without landing gear, you don't just blow up. But you won't land very well. You just kind of bounce around. Alright, I'm going to take you guys along for the ride of getting out of the ship because, like I say, this is such a feel, sort of ambient environment type game, right? Just, you know, getting in and out of your ship has a special quality to it. It takes a certain type of player, I think, to appreciate this type of game. What I'm going to do here, at least in its current state, you know, of very alpha and problematic, to just sort of appreciate the potential of it, the, you know, ambient environment, sort of the feel that you might get being a spaceship captain. Alright, and there she is, our little mining vehicle, little land mining vehicle. There are, of course, ships that can do mining of larger rocks and of space asteroids, but this is a specialized kind of mining, which is pretty fun and actually quite profitable. Just going to power up this little vehicle here. It is a very speedy little vehicle. You have to be quite careful with it, or you will lose control of it and flip it over. And sometimes when you flip it over, you can't get it flipped back up again. You gotta also be careful about how you drive these things, because the collision in this game can be a little bit imperfect. And if you drive clumsily and you know, create some weird object clipping, you can just kind of blow up for no reason. So you gotta kind of drive like a responsible adult. That's kind of the goal. All right, so I'm gonna actually let that back up in the cargo bay, and I'm gonna take the captain's shortcut here, and we're gonna start looking for some mineable rocks. Okay, and we are off. What we are gonna do is look for, we're gonna try to head in a general same direction. Let's see, 333 degrees, give or take, will be our approximate direction. That way we don't fly around in circles and rediscover the same minerals. Whoa, that was close. Over and over again. And what we're looking for is little deposits of special crystals. We gotta fly low. We gotta stay below about 1,000 meters, because you can only detect these rocks within about, I think, about 1,500 meters. Oh, it just happened right now. There we go. Where was it? There we go. 450. There we go. As you can see, actually, those 3 little gem icons. Those are our little radar indicators, actually, right over there, that we are getting close to what we're looking for. Alright, so I'm going to get right up close to those and take a closer look. Just a visual inspection, actually, because this ship doesn't have close range. It doesn't have scanners that can identify the mineral, but upon inspection, those little green veins you can see indicate that that is dolvine, which is the least valuable mineral rock that you can find for our purposes. So we're not even actually going to waste our time with that. We're just going to keep searching for no reason other than an ambiance beauty shot. Oh yeah. Oh, I think I forgot to raise my landing gear. There we go. I find that this is really is a game of making your own adventure, right? If you can kind of sit back and use your imagination. This is kind of an imagination stimulator, is what it kind of is. If you can kind of sit back, relax, use your imagination, pretend to be a space captain, pilot, or a miner on a distant alien moon, just kind of sink into the ambiance of that. That was fairly close. I was trying to check out my control panels and I just about crashed into the ground. Quick afterburner thrust saved us from collision there. Okay, looks like we have come across a decent little score of hadanite. You can see that kind of orangish tint to it. Looks like hadanite to me. Let's see, how's that for a landing job? I think pretty decent. Alright, so first thing we're going to do here is actually kill power to the ship, and the reason we're going to do that is to basically reduce our detection range, our detection signal. This will help us not be discovered by pirate players as easily. It's not too likely we'll encounter any, but if you turn off your power, then you have a much smaller detection radius, so it makes it even harder still for pirates to potentially find you. Alright, let's get down. Let's get down planet side. Oh, alright. What a nice day for mining. Beautiful 225 degrees. No, 175 degrees. And climbing. Alright. Okay, nice and easy. Also got to make sure that we can get back on the ship. Hopefully that's the case. I may need to repark the ship. I may have parked badly. It's kind of hard to land this ship, honestly, because of the way its cargo bay opens. Oh yeah, but very low gravity on this planet, as you guys can see here. Whoa! You can see we can kind of fly slowly in the air because I don't know, I think we got like 0.2 gravity or something like that. Anyway, extending the mining arm, we're going to confirm the hadanite, which I'm like 90% sure it is. Yep, sure is. And a decent little supply of it to boot. So first thing first, we actually scan the rock, and we see how much hadanite is in it. 64% hadanite. Fire up the mining laser. And from here, we have to carefully finesse the laser intensity. You can see that little meter on the right. That little green zone below that big red zone on the right of that circle is where we are aiming for. That is fracture optimal range. If we overheat, we can explode this rock, and if we explode it too hard or if we're too close to it, we can actually blow ourselves up. So we have to be careful not to overheat this rock, and we also have to be careful not to let the mining laser fall too low into that circle range, because then the fracture will not happen. It has to stay within that green area. There we go. Now we can see all those little indicators indicate a little hadonite gem. And we can grab those with our tractor beam, suck those all up. Tractor beam is a little bit janky at the moment. Sometimes the minerals fly all over the place and you have to go chase them down, but it works pretty good. It works better than it used to work, that's for sure. Alright, that's one rock down. Time to crack some additional rocks. I will be back in a bit. Okay, there's our last rock. We almost overheated it, but pulled back at just the last minute. So everything's okay. It looks like the sun's going down in the horizon. The day is turning to night. And the temperature is scorching hot, 225 degrees. It's a good thing we have our environmental suit. Alright, I'm going to finish gathering up these minerals, and then we're going to head back to the ship. So that ended up being a decent little haul of hadonite. That was, it filled our storage capacity by about 20%, so we're going to keep mining some more. Boy, look at that beautiful sunset. Isn't that something? That's probably worth about 30,000 credits in this game. Now to put that into context, the ship we're flying here is probably about 3 million credits in cost, so 30,000 credits isn't exactly worth a new ship, but it's a decent little haul. It occurs to me that I may want to record this part because we're about to deal with the extremely janky physics of vehicles in this game. So yeah, here we go. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. I hope we get in there. There we go. Okay, we just went full force, and that actually seemed to work. It's sketchy because we just finished mining a bunch of cargo, so blowing up our little vehicle or ship or everything is not the best thing, especially when it's caused by weird janky alpha glitches. Oh well. Oh, what is that sound? Oh, that doesn't sound good. What is that crunching sound? Oh no, I hope we're okay. Are we okay? Well, it's in the cargo hold, so I guess we're okay. Oh, not more than 3 seconds away from our last site, I found another couple of rocks here. There's only 2 of them, but even 2 rocks is worth stopping for. Alright, is that hadonite that we found? It is indeed hadonite. Alright, I'm gonna mine these up. Oh, I'm a mining man and I'm okay. You know what? We haven't had any mishaps so far. Maybe it's because I'm recording a video for you fine folk. Maybe you guys are my good luck charm. Okay, that was the easy part. Mining is the easy part. Now we just gotta get back into the ship. With the janky physics, especially with this rock miner. So janky. Alright, I think we're okay. Gotta be careful. This is this is the current danger in the game. Not so much pirates or monsters or anything like that. Things like that. It's like the space bugs. And by space bugs I mean the game bugs here in this simulated space environment that you really gotta watch out for. And that sun has fully gone down. Pretty darn close anyway. Time to turn on the running lights on this thing. Here we go. The major problem with night mining is knowing where the ground is. It can come up on you out of nowhere, and suddenly you are crashed. So, yeah, I can't tell if I'm 1,000 feet up or 50,000 feet up. Well, apparently I was closer to the ground than I thought. I don't know what sort of damage we... Oh man, took as we're skipping off the ground here. Whew. Definitely took some damage. The shields are down entirely. I I think I got autopilot thruster on. No wonder we're going so fast, not slowing down. Okay. Let's do a little damage assessment here. How are we looking? Exterior view shows the ship is mostly in one piece. Damage shows the shields are down. Looks like the shields took most of the damage there, because I'm not seeing any major components missing. So I think we're okay. I think we got lucky, which is good, because we got a nice cargo hold full of minerals here, and we're not done yet. I just realized I had my landing gear down that whole time. I wonder if those landing gear struts actually absorbed some of our impact, because we actually didn't take damage other than our shields. So here we have found a single stone of hadanite. Not a very big cluster, that's for sure. Wondering if I should even bother with it. Kind of thinking, nah, we'll just keep looking. We'll look for greener pastures. I have actually found a nice way to see in the dark. Actually, there we go. I see a crystal over there. Looks like just one, but let's go make sure it's just one. By continually pinging my radar, I can actually see the groundscape laid out, so that's a helpful way to crash. Well, I don't know where that crystal went now. Oh, I'm starting to wonder if we're going in circles. Oh no, hang on a sec. Alright, we found a few rocks here. Kind of an awkward landing zone to land this fairly large ship. Oh, a little forward, a little back, a little left. You know what? We're gonna land just over here, just on this side of the rock. I think that should be fine. Nice, safe landing. Perfect. All right. Okay. Oh, well, that's not good. Oh, shit. Okay. I got out of my ship, and it shot into the air. That's not good, because I don't know how I'm going to get back into it. That's not good. See, here as I was saying, guys, the Star Citizen experiences and the dangers you experience are not like other dangers in other games. Now we got a full Grey Cat rock full of minables and a ship that seems to be hovering in the air just out of reach. I wish I had brought a tractor beam. I might have been able to tractor beam myself up to that ship. Did I bring a tractor beam? I did not. That might have been helpful. Okay, I'm gonna see what I can formulate for a plan here. Unfortunately, I'm at a loss for how to get back. That would be a long run, and we've only got an hour of oxygen. Okay, having explored my options, I'm gonna actually try to create a rescue mission for some other players that might feel like saving me. I'm not sure how this is gonna play out, but you know what? We're gonna try it. So hey, maybe somebody will accept that mission and can come to rescue us. In the meanwhile, I guess I'm just gonna try to find my way back into the ship, but there just doesn't seem to be a way. I've got nothing I can jump on, no rocks that are close enough, and the ship does seem to be bouncing around in the air a little bit, but I don't think it's coming down. Actually, there's our screenshot, guys. Stranded on an alien moon. Will rescue come in time? I think that's our thumbnail for this video. Let's hope so. So this is the situation. After a little bit of mining on this alien moon, my ship decided to float up into the air and left me with no way to get back into it. I've called for help. The only question is, will it arrive in time? Luckily, I've been watching Survivorman a lot, seasons 1 through 6, these last few weeks. And so what I've learned is that when you're trapped alone in the harsh wilderness, first you need to do an assessment of your environment, of your 3 zones. The first zone is your personal zone. That is what you have on you. And I assess that I have nothing at all on me, so not much help there. Second zone is your immediate surroundings. What's nearby? What can you see? What could possibly be of help to your survival? I have found many rocks, and I have found some larger rocks, and I have found some weeds. Unfortunately, none of these will help with my present survival situation, so the third zone of survival is to explore your greater area, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to search around the wider area and see if I can find anything that can help me out of this predicament. I found a nearby rock formation which could actually make an effective shelter if it were not for the blistering 225 Celsius heat and lack of oxygen. I think I can hear a ship. I might hear a ship in the distance. Or possibly I'm just hearing my own ship's engines. It sounds like it's coming from over here. Hope of rescue was high for a moment, but nope, I think it's just my own ship's engines. I now have just 44 minutes of oxygen remaining. Taking a look to see if there's any possible hope of somebody responding to my distress cry, and at the moment it would seem that I'm on my own. I have increased the price of my contract to 20,000 credits, which is just about the entire value of my entire cargo hold. Maybe that will help to stimulate a brave pilot to come to my rescue. Unfortunately, in these sorts of circumstances, other pilots can be very mistrustful of other pilots, and beacons can be used to lure unsuspecting innocents to their piratey doom. So we're working against that. Here's hoping. At this point, I don't think help is coming, but just 122 kilometers away, if I could make it that far. To be honest, I don't entirely understand how the oxygen system in my suit works, but if I can figure out my direction, and that is the difficult thing, knowing which direction I'm headed, since I don't seem to have a compass indicator on my flight suit. So I think I'm headed in the right direction. I need to get to the HDMS Anderson. It's going to be a long run, but if I keep my ship behind me, maybe that will help me to steer roughly to where I'm going. I think we were headed that way, so this might be the way to get back. That's the only hope I have at the moment, since nobody's answered my hails for help in 20 minutes. Perhaps I should have started running some time ago, but they always say stay with your car, right? Or stay with your ship, in this case. Here we go, wish me luck. 122 kilometers to go. Let's see if we get there. We're entering into what looks like a large asteroid impact crater. My concern is being able to find a way back out of it. Suddenly my oxygen time has gone from 50 minutes, 45 minutes, down to 18 minutes. That seems fairly inconsistent, because I haven't been running for that long. Maybe running depletes my oxygen supply faster. If my suit oxygen is anything to be believed, I don't think I'm going to make it in time. I think I've managed to run 1 kilometer, and I have an additional 120 kilometers to go. But if there's one thing I know about this game, is that it can be weird and glitchy, and so I'm starting to wonder if perhaps I could use that to my advantage. If I run far enough away from my ship, could the position of it be glitched in and reset perhaps? I have definitely seen it happen before, where ships that I left hovering somewhere, when I came back to them after flying away, had been resting on the ground. So maybe if I move far enough away, my ship will glitch and position itself automatically again on the surface. So I'm going to move away a little bit further, trying not to use up all of my precious amount of oxygen, which is currently sitting at a supply of 14 minutes, if that meter is anything to be believed, and so far it seems like it's unreliable. I'm going to move away to a distance of 2,000 meters, and then I'm going to run back. Okay, 2.135 meters away. Let's start heading back. Stranded on the planet for the entire night, the sun is actually starting to come back up on the horizon. It's going to be a hot and beautiful day for mining, or in my case, most probably dying. I have a feeling once we get over this hill, we'll be able to see the ship and see where she settled. Hopefully, just hopefully, we get lucky. Oh, still too far away. Okay, here's that next ridge. How are we looking? Are we still floating? I think we're still floating in the air. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna take a closer look just to confirm, but it does indeed appear that we're still floating in the air. It does look like the nose is actually, hang on a sec now, the nose looks lower on the ground. Maybe it did sink. With only 9 minutes of oxygen remaining, this is gonna be close. Okay, I think this is it. 28% oxygen left in the tank, coming over the final ridge, and I still can't tell. It looks like the nose is down, but I still can't tell. Okay, final ridge. Oh no, I think we're skunked. Oh no, we're still floating in the air. That's it, guys. I don't know what to do from here. This is not looking good. Maybe if we could have run further away, there might have been a chance. But there's no chance now to run further than that. We used up most of our oxygen running that far, and at this point, I feel like all hope is lost. Okay, one last ditch attempt. Maybe if we increase the reward on our rescue mission, maybe, just maybe, someone will come to our rescue. Not much time left here, but hey, that's all we got. Well, that was interesting. The ship almost glitched to the ground. That was very interesting. I wonder if that could happen again. It's always the things that you don't expect that get you. There's the wind picking up. 9% oxygen left in the suit, and I reflect on the things that I could have done to prevent this tragedy from occurring. A few oxygen pens in my suit, a tractor beam. I could have perhaps pulled myself back up into the ship. There are a number of options that I could have had with me. Some water to keep myself hydrated, some food for the long run back to base. None of those things occurred to me setting out. I didn't anticipate any problems, and this is where we are at. But you never... Oh man. Wow, that just got my hopes up. What's going on? Why is that? That's weird. Well, that's it. Oxygen levels are down to 1%. According to my suit, I have 24 seconds of consciousness left. And then after that, the great beyond. No help has come. I'm all alone on a blistering moon. My ship is stuck in the air after flying up on its own for no explicable reason. The Star Citizen experience, guys. That's what we're talking about. Still seem to be alive, though. 0% oxygen. What's going on here? 0% oxygen. Still alive. Oh, suit oxygen. We've got... oh man, the details of this game. So my oxygen tank ran out, and I've still got a little bit of suit oxygen left. Just kind of left in my suit. Like I was telling you guys before, the nuances of the simulation, which is Star Citizen, very good. Very, very interesting. Like I say, I mean, I've been having fun just trying to get rescued and find a way off this planet. And I probably could have done it if I had been better prepared with an oxygen pen and a way to run back to base. I could have done it. Would have taken forever. Yeah, for the fun of roleplay, guys. For the fun of roleplay. Star Citizen is something else. 25% suit oxygen, 20, 2, 20, 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3210. Oh, I see. Now finally I'm dying. There we go. Health meter, 82%, 81, 78, 75. Well, what's the last thing I can do with my last dying breath? Cancel my contract so I don't have to pay anybody? I think that's probably a good idea. Cancel that beacon. You guys all suck. Nobody came to my rescue. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? We're just going to take a nice little stroll into the beautiful sunrise. Enjoy our last few breaths of oxygen before that's it. Alright, so I wasn't too keen just on leaving all of my minables behind, so I jumped into a little transport after reviving at the nearest medical bay with one of my clones, and now I am on a self-rescue mission to find my corpse, and where's my ship? Where's my ship? I was definitely here, it's not anymore. Welcome to Star Citizen, guys, the game that totally makes sense in every way. Well, even though I've found my body, it does not appear that I can loot my body because I have no inventory space, and this suit is too big to, wait a minute, can I equip it? Nope, no I can't. Unequip all, I think that's a bad idea. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drag this body and bring it back into the ship, and then maybe, just maybe, from there, we can get my armor back at least, recover some of my life. What is happening with my head? It's just... What why is... Oh, okay, that was worth the price of admission. What is going on? That was worth the price of admission right there. Alright, let's see. Okay guys, that's it. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Just trying a new format here, a bit of an adventure style format, because hey, it's a little more fun to make these kinds of videos, and you never really know what's going to happen. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments, and otherwise, yeah, see you guys later. Alright.